Hi. How y'all doing? I just wanted to get on before I get in the shower and prepare to lay down. I have some great tutorials to bring live. Um I just been like, having like my self time, just really relaxing and just taking it nice and slow. Hey, how you doing, Eden? Ida? Ida, I just saw your your comment and I have to respond back. Yes, I got you. I just saw it. Girl, I've been busy. 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 You know, um today I took out some time to reflect on, myself, myself peace. We all need to have like self peace, self love, self understanding. You need to know yourself. I know myself, but I just wanted to I've been taking a break, whoop sign. Okay, love you. You look amazing. Yes, thank you. Um, yeah, I've been running around today. I have I have a few makeup tutorials I want to do, you know. I have to get to it because it's not easy for me to get to it right now. I'm going to get in some light so we can see each other. Well, you can see me, but I just been trying to take some time for myself. Yeah, cuz so much is so much has took place, you know. If you guys I mean when 2025 came in, it was like, you notice in the beginning of the year it's like a lot goes on in your life. Uh do you notice that every time the new year come in, it's a lot going on. It's a lot take place in the beginning of the year. And you just gotta take it, you know. Um, you just gotta take it, you know. And like I said, this beginning of this year has been like, I haven't heard many people talk about it, but the beginning of this year has been like, it started off like really weird. Yes, it started off weird for me. You know what I'm saying? I hope it didn't start off weird for you. Peace, love, joy, happiness. Take care of your mental health is so important. Yeah, mental health is so important. Put yourself first. I understand. Mm-hmm. Mental health is very important. Well, I want one thing about. Let me tell you, it's like everybody is having like this mental break or whatever. Uh, but I would like to, I don't really, I'm not in denial about it, but it's like mental health for me. I mean, I don't really think I have a mental health issue. I just think that what I'm doing is trying to balance um, who I am, my kindness, my understanding, and I'm trying to balance it in a cruel world. Um, and that's the honest God's truth. I don't know how else to explain it. I think I'm trying to balance being this kind person that I am, and I'm trying to balance it in this negative world. And not everybody is negative, but it's a few that good people will come across at a time in your life, and then you feel like you have mental health issues after dealing with them. You know what I'm saying? That, other people who really have like mental health issues, like really lose it. But myself, I feel like I'm trying to like balance myself. I'm trying to stay authentic in a fake atmosphere, if that make any sense. I know I just said a lot. And I know I've put this in a term that may seem awkward, but that's the way I feel. I feel like I'm trying to adjust, you know, and everybody have a different way of adjusting their life. Everybody has a different way of receiving information. Like I tell people all the time, not everybody the same. Not everybody understanding is the same. Um, it is kind people in the world, and kind people go through so much, you know. And I just feel like I'm just trying to balance out everything. I'm trying to take in that. Oh well, you're just a really nice person, and you just come across bad things because anytime that you are a good person, guys, thank you for the likes. Anytime that you are a good person, you always have to deal with things. Are you trying to balance out your life? Everybody the walk with is not the walk with you. Some people you have to leave behind. Well, you're right. You're right. You have to leave people behind. No, I'm not trying to balance my life. I'm not trying to balance my life. I'm trying to understand myself in the mix of. I mean, like I said, I know myself, but in the midst of the craziness, I'm trying to grab a hold of myself. And I want to remain calm. I want to remain soft spoken. I'm trying to, this is the thing. Everything that I love for to be treated is what I'm trying to be. But 2026 is not easy. If you know what I mean. 2026 is not easy. I believe that I believe that some people are on an assignment. I believe that God allow angels to walk the earth, and he want to know how you're going to treat them, because if you mistreat his children, when it's your time, you're not going to like it. So I feel like I'm like a peace lily. And I tend to grow where there's snakes. And, you know, rare people like me often experience that. And if I don't catch a hold of it now, as I get older, it's going to be difficult, you know. But I just always want to remain calm. I want to stay calm. I want to stay peaceful. And sometimes situations require you not to be that way, you know. Sometimes when you experience different things, it just doesn't, you can't handle every situation the same. You have to change your tone a bit. But I'm just trying to, you know, I'm still in class. I'm still in class where I just want to, the way I want to be is always peaceful. You know, I want peace with me. I want to carry peace. I want to, when I walk in a room, I want them to know that it's peace. You know, I want to bring peace, you know, and I feel that I'm doing that. But I also know that when I do that, it also stir up some things. And not everybody understand what I know. But, you know, I know. I know a lot of things that a lot of folks wouldn't know. You know, because I am a peaceful person. I am a patient person, and I don't mind waiting. You know, and I just take out time and I reflect on myself. And I think about everything that I experienced. Why did I experience that? What could I do different? Every day. I always do that. You know, I always try to check myself. But like you say, everybody needs to get their, you know, mental health, you know, and whatever. But I really don't think I have anything like mental health. But I think people have made me a nervous wreck. That's what I think. If you ask me, Be frank and be clear. Let's be real. Human beings have made me to be a nervous wreck because I'm telling you, majority of my life, I've had animals. I've always had birds, dogs, stuff like that. I've always loved animals more than I like being around people. But I love people. I just didn't really like being around people because sometimes people could do bad things. And I don't like that. Still to this day, it's something I stick to, and I'm loyal to that. If you do one bad thing, that's it. That's it. I'm done. I'm out. I'm just not. It's just like I don't need a second time. I don't need a third time. It's it. That's it. That's it. There's no other chance you can make. That's it. Um, and the reason why I'm like that is because I come a long way. I come a long way. I haven't always been the way I am today. you know, and I can honestly say, by the grace of God, I'm not what I used to be. Because if I was who I've used to be, in living in Atlanta, I would probably be locked up. But I'm not that person anymore. And I can't even see that person coming out. I've really changed. And now that I'm very neutral, like that, I just do, I don't like to be around anything that's breakable towards me. I don't want that. I don't want to be broken. I don't want to be pushed. I don't want to be pulled. I don't want to be pushed. I don't want to be pulled. I don't want to be punched. I don't want to be, I don't want any of that. I'm like a non-conflict person. Non-confrontational at all. At all. Not anymore. That ain't my style. And I'm very grateful for that. But sometimes it's it's like you have that time and you think, well, should I go back and get that person? Should I go back and get the person who I used to be? Because that person could shut everything down, including herself, you know. I used to be the one that, get upset and just get to cutting my hair, and I'm not that anymore. I was sharing, me and my sister was reflecting on this. She was like, I remember you used to grab them shears and cut your hair. Yeah, I used to really go at it. And when I used to fight so much, my way of trying to come out of that, getting angry and hurting people, I would rather hurt myself. I cut my hair off. And honestly, that helped me, a lot at the time that I needed. And it showed me a valuable lesson about myself. It showed me that you were hurt yourself just to keep from hurting somebody else. And I said to God, that's what I want to be. Because I don't want the stress of others. Don't want to be I don't want to be abused at anyone's hands. But when you are a calm, humble person, you do, people try to provoke you because they see that you could be something. They know something about you. They can't put their hands on it. They ask questions, but that's just the way life is. Some people don't even ask questions. They just assume. I'd rather you ask me than assume. Yes. But I'm in this place where I'm just examining who God has made me to be now. 2026, who I am now. Because I plan on growing more and more and more and more into a beautiful, beautiful being. Like, I want to be a beautiful being inside and out. I just want to be beautiful to God. You know what I'm saying? I want to be beautiful, you know. And in order to be, that way, you have to get let down. You have to get picked on. You have to get pushed around. You have to get talked about. You have to get lied on. You have to be misunderstood, And that, my friend, is the hard truth of being close to God. These are the things that you have to experience. You have to suck it up and take it all. And I'm just sucking it up, taking it, because I feel like, God has the last say so. God knows our beginning. He knows our ending. And I know that God is like, peace, be still. Peace, be still. And I remember a couple of months ago, a month ago or so, I remember going through the hardest time of my life. Hardest time of my life. I said, God, if you help me through it, I never come back. I fix this. I never do this again. I never come back. If you help me get out of this, and all he did was send angels tell me to be still. And when someone tells you to be still in a place where I'm like, you don't know what's up. You don't know what I'm experiencing. You don't know what's going on. And they're like, peace, be still. And you look at them like, are you serious? You want me to, do you know how it feels when it's high? You know how it feels when someone is telling you something positive in a negative situation? Do anybody know? I know I'm not the only one that would say it, but I may be the only one that would tell you the truth, because that's who I am. I'm a truthful person, and that's the way I was raised. I was raised to be honest, loyal, and very independent. Very independent. No matter what may come my way, fret not. I am gonna be I am very independent. And that's what I'm going to stand it. I'm going to stand that way. And no one is going to try to put me down. No one is going to try to make me feel like I'm less than what I am. And that's just the way it's going to go. I'm not going to be a person who judge people because it's not right. And what pains me so bad, instead of telling the truth, people rather lie. And they bring pain on good people. And God don't like pain on his people, especially when they do as he says. And like I said, I've had a lot of letdowns. I had a lot of people who came around me that didn't really love me for real. And you wonder why I don't trust easily. You know, because you get let down. You get let down. And it's like, I used to live like, I'm going to trust you until you give me a reason not to. Now trust is earned, not giving. You can't just give that. Trust is not something you should give into a person. You should give them time to earn the trust. And for me, that's the way I protect myself, honestly. Protect myself from pain, because there's so much pain in the world. And I didn't know that a lot of people are experiencing a lot of things. The guy who played on Good Deeds. Oh, I love him. Did y'all see what happened with him at the Chanel? I'm shocked. I love Chanel. I am shocked of what happened to him. His daughter. Like, what? Just because she came in with a hoodie or whatever, they judged her as if he said POOR. And people got to stop judging. People got to stop judging that way. That ain't how you make money in retail, guys. You can't judge a person by what they have on. What's wrong with you? I don't understand that. You can't judge people by what they wear. That man turned around and spent over $34,000 in that Chanel store. He told the clerk, he said, I want one of every bag. Everything you got in here, I want one of each for his daughter. Because whoever it was made his daughter feel low. And I would have did the same thing. What he did, my daughter would call me and say she was judged buy what she had on. I go in that store and buy everything in there. Anything she want. You know, that's what if I was rich like him, okay? But yeah. But I was just like, wow. That was not a smart move. This is good deed guy. Like everybody knows him. Like, is it Adam Sandler? I don't, my God, everybody knows him. Like, this is a good deed guy. Like, I used to watch Good Deeds over and over and over. I would play it over and over because I was a movie person. Like, I love to watch happy movies, good movies. Uh, I think his name is Adam Sandler, something like that. He played on Good Deeds. Good Deeds was one of my favorite movies growing up. I love Good Deeds. Oh my God, that movie just bring back memories. I was like, when I'm adult, I am gonna live in a hotel, like all the way up, and I am gonna be deed, like deed, living in a hotel, all own the hotel, all that, you know. And I'm like, now how do you guys discriminate against his daughter? Gosh, leash, what is really going on? Like, I don't think anybody would be going to a Chanel boutique and they ain't got no money. Like, we need to think about these things. Now, surely if she pick it up, she look at it, she interested in it. Go talk to her. You know what I'm saying? Ask her if you need anything. Let me know. I'll be right here. And would you like to check out any more bags that are similar to this collection? That's how you do it, baby. That's how you do it, baby. You find out who her daddy is, and you tell that little girl, baby, you gotta bring the New Orleans out, baby. Call Paul. You listen, whatever you need. Because you know you just call dad. Use that credit card. Simple. Use that credit card, honey. Yes, I will help her spend dad's credit card, honey, in the Chanel store. Adam Sandler, daughter. There's no way. He's rich. His daughter in there looking for a purse. She's looking at a handbag. And I'm like, oh my God. Well, that's a rookie move. For real. That is Adam Sandler's daughter. Like, and it's not about him being rich. It's just the point that, do you know? I'm pretty sure he's crazy about his daughter, but come on, man. You gotta stop judging people. But that's what that's what we in the world. We fall short. Adam Sandler, his daughter, bro. Come on. Come on. You gotta be more careful. But I love me some him. And he even came in and he was like kind of baggy. You know what I'm saying? But come on, man. It's Adam Sandler here, man. Good deeds. He would have walked through that place. I'd been like, oh my God. Oh my God. If I saw him in person, now I'd probably like, listen. I just want to say thank you for good deeds. You represent. You showed me kindness because you took a kid in that didn't even belong to you. You took a baby in. You took care of that baby. But they did tell him. I think it went like. I think it went something like the baby mama told him that was his son and he had to take care of him. When she actually came back for her son, and he was like, no, you ain't taking him. He mine now. I'm keeping him, But it was a really nice movie. Um, and I was really shocked that he experienced that with his kid. I actually caught that on TikTok, by the way. Yep. Catch a lot of stuff on TikTok, man. But I'm like, gosh, that ain't gonna be good for business because, oh my God. No, that's what I said. That's just what I said. I said this ain't good for business. Like, come on. I mean, I'm just saying because it's Adam Sandler. Is that right? I mean, even I wouldn't go back. Hell no. I mean, come on, Adam Sandler, his daughter, good deeds guy. Uh-uh. If you tell that man's daughter that she ain't got no money or whatever, you looking at her like she ain't got no money. If I walk in there, how you gonna look at me? No, look, I know I be baggy. I love big clothes. Yeah, I love to be comfortable. I know you gonna judge me. You know what I'm saying? I know you gonna judge me. I don't go nowhere where I'm judged. You judge me, you never see me again. Mm-mm. I don't do that. I spend my money where I'm appreciated, not tolerated. That's what I've learned to do in these days and age because I tend to like the most expensive things because I notice that it lasts for a long period of time. But I ain't gonna just buy nothing just to be buying it. Mm-mm. No, I have to. I said I wonder is his daughter gonna use all them handbags he bought her. He bought that baby. He bought her everything in that store. He took back the ground that the devil tried to take from his kid, and I am behind him 1,000%. Take back the ground that the devil tried to take from yours. Don't let nobody disrespect your children. You make an example out of them, and that's real. So I respect him for that. I tell anybody, you don't disrespect nobody, child. You don't do that. You don't let nobody child see. Don't treat people children any kind of way. No, 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 no. They say no, 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 no. That's how I feel. Don't play with folks' children. Folk go to bat for their children, baby. People will hurt you for their children. Because I am a living testimony. For sure. I know how folk act about their children. I'm a mother, so I know how that thing is. Hey, she come tell me something like that. Yep. All hell is about to break loose. Ain't nothing you can do. No. It's one thing you do it to me, but her. No. You do whatever you want to me, but don't do it to my child. Don't do it to my child. Don't do it to my child. Do what you want to me. Push me around. You better not dare. Don't Frank not. Do not allow my child to see how you really feel. Yeah, cause I really would go to prison that day. For sure. I think that's the only thing that make me go to jail. My kid. For sure. I just take my chances. It is gonna be what it's gotta be. It's gotta be what it's gotta be. It just is what it is. Let's, you know what I'm saying? So I don't blame him. Yeah, I don't blame him for that. He took back the ground. Whatever that was going, he took back the ground because his daughter probably felt, they say she called her daddy and he was up, he pulled up there. Maybe he pulled up in that big old truck. He was like, he pulled up lit like, this is my daughter. Uh-uh. That's how everybody should be with their kids. Don't let them be pushed around. No matter what it is. Stand up for them. You know, because if you don't stand up for them, it's going to be a time they won't stand up for you. It's like I don't know. It's like having a dog. You know, if you don't, if that dog protects you and you don't protect that dog, if it need be, bag him up. They gonna look at you different. Gotta be there for them. I love children. Children are like to me. Children are a gift from God. You know, children are our future, and you know, that's just the way it is. But that man stood, he took the ground for his, he took the ground, he took the ground back. You gonna talk to him. You ain't treat my child like that. You ain't gonna treat my child like that. Golly. Baby, that's a daddy for you. I know how that is. Them daddies, don't mess with them. I'm trying to tell you. Daddies don't play about they daughters. Hell to no, I'm telling you. They don't play about their daughters. Mm-mm. I mean, the mamas don't either. I'm happy her daddy came. And not her mama, because her mama probably would have went to jail. His, the mama might have went to jail. She probably be in jail. I ain't lying. True. What you did? You told my daughter what? What did you tell my daughter? You said she couldn't afford that. Are you kidding me? No. No, my God. I said some balls that person had to do that to his child. God. But to do that to anybody, guys, is bad. That is not what retail is about. To do that to anybody, to judge anybody. To judge anybody when they come into like a store, it's very bad. It's really bad. That is one of the things, let me tell you, that was a big part of why I enjoy working in retail, because I like everybody to feel equal. I like everybody to feel the same. I love that. I just always wanted everybody to feel equal. That's all I ever wanted. And this explains, it really explains when I was in retail. Shortly I'll be going back, but I'm just trying to take my time and just take in that I really have been through some crazy time in my life. But I wanted to go into retail because I wanted to understand why they followed folks around in the store. I wanted to know, I wanted to understand what makes them follow you around in the store. And I found out. I did. Very sad what I found out. And I just knew that I would never be that person. Um, yeah, but people they quick to judge you for what you're wearing. And rich people like to be comfortable. They don't like to dress up all the time. They like to relax. Rich people, they don't want to be dressed up all the time. They are human beings just like you and me. People who have money don't always want to be dressed up. Thank you, Gina. Gina Carter. Thank you. Gina Carter. Thank you. Janita Carter. It's like, I figured that out. Let me tell you. I'm gonna say this again. I got into retail because I wanted to know why they followed people around in the store, why they stereotype people. That's why I got into retail business. I wanted to know why they stereotype people. Most of the time, blacks. Yes. And I knew that I would never be that type to do that to anybody. You can't pay me to do that. I don't care what you say. And if that's the part you don't like about me, don't like it. You ain't gonna never like me, because let me tell you one thing about it, two things for sure. I ain't finna follow nobody around no store. It don't belong to me, and it's insurance on all of it. If you want to get it, baby. If they catch it, let the folks that get paid to do it catch it. It won't be me. Now. That's what I tell them, baby. It won't be me following you around in the stove. It won't be me judging you. I don't judge nobody. You, Lord. It won't be me following you around. Hold on, guys. Take big guy back. Oh, there you go, big guy. That ain't my thing, guys. You won't get me for that. Nope. I ain't got time for that. I don't judge people. The word decree and declare says, judge and be judged. Judge and be judged by my Father. You know, I'm one of them old saints, ancient saints. I believe that if you judge, you're going to be judged. If you point one, it's definitely three more pointing back at you. So you got to be careful. You got to be careful what you do. You got to be careful what you do. You gotta be careful. If you wanna have everything you want in life, you gotta be careful. If you want the best for your children, you gotta want the best for someone else. You have to be kind to somebody else. You gotta be kind. I believe that. I believe that if you're good to others, they'll be good to you. I want to show you something that I got from Amazon, guys. This is pretty cool. This the little hoops that I just took off. That's what I got from Amazon. See how pretty they are? I've always wanted to see what these was like. They're pretty cool. Like angel wings. They just came in like last night. My brother made fish. It was so delicious. My brother made fish. It was so delicious to me. You know, I wish I could have had more. I wish I just could have brought me some. Just like 3 pieces home. Like, it's been good. But I got these. When we came back in, my sister and I, these was at the door. I got them from Amazon. Pretty cool. I could do the weirdest things with these. But they're made for like your ear. You just this thing here, it hooks like that. It just hoops around the ear. I just thought this would be so cool. I was like, this is so mean, man. This is so mean. Look at that. I just thought that was cool, you know. Hello. Yeah, so these are really cool. I'll probably get me some more soon. They're so pretty. They're like angel wings, and they put you in mind of angel wings. But they also look like butterfly wings as well. They look like butterfly wings. They're really nice. I love jewelry. Um, I love jewelry. I love shoes. I love jewelry and I love shoes. Um, and if you want to say, what do you do in your spare time? I love plants. I'm a rare hunter. I got this thing with plants, and I just can't help it. I used to get embarrassed about it. I don't get embarrassed anymore. Cause I'm like, what is going on with me? Why am I so obsessed with plants? I always feel like my dad is like, I get that from my daddy. I get that from my dad, bro. I love my daddy. I get that from my dad. I used to watch him. A lot of things my dad did. I always wanted to do except be a carpenter. I never did, never wanted that, never did. I wanted for that part. On the other flip side is some things that my mom do that I always wanted to do, like cook and stuff like that. Even though I just never had like, I didn't want, I never wanted to be a chef, but I saw a lot of things my mom did, like her walk, her confidence, the clothes she wear. I loved my mom's style, and I took a lot from her. I took some style from her, and I don't change my style. I stay the same. My style really never changed. I feel like as I grow, they're gonna want me to change my style up, But I'm not changing my style. You're gonna have to work with me and just find my style because I'm just gonna be that vintage woman. I'm a vintage woman. I'm an ancient woman, you know. And that's just the way it is, you know. Boy, I cannot believe my favorite. They done that was crazy. Boy, I hope they get that together. Oh, does it? You need watering? I think you do. No, you're good. You're good. You're good, bro. Okay. So I brought her in. I believe this is just like a jade pothos. Or it could be marble. Could be marble. But yeah, this is definitely marble. This one is so cool. It's really a rare baby. This is a rare baby. This plant get any bigger for me, it'll be worth about $500 or more. The more it gets bigger, and they're very much so extinct. Some of my plants that I have are extinct. Um, and I enjoy caring for them. You know. So you guys, thank you so much for liking my video. I'm gonna come back when I get out the shower before I go to bed, maybe. But if I don't come back, don't charge it to my head. Don't charge it to my heart. Please. Don't charge it to my heart. Sometimes it's good to just think about the goodness of the Lord. I see y'all later. I'll be back.